later on in high school, I followed a friend after a sleepover one day to her volunteer job at the Toronto Women's Bookstore. And I was like, okay, I'll tag along while you're cataloging books and doing what you're doing. And although I had, grown up for the most part downtown and had passed by the women's bookstore a bunch of times, I'd never really gone in. And I was just amazed. I was like, I need to do what you're doing. I need to be volunteering here. And the reason for that was, it was a very comfortable space, I felt like. It was run by a lot of non-white, gender diverse folks who just made me feel very safe. And I got to go there every week because I was volunteering, right? You have your high school volunteer hours that you have to fulfill. But, although I'm supposed to be cataloging books, I'm really in the back, just like reading book covers or reading the sleeves or skimming through books. And there were entire sections on queer literature or theory and social movements and zines on consent and children's books on sexual health education. And it really opened my eyes to this other space that could feel very comfortable with people who could act as like mentors to you. I don't keep in touch with anybody, as we know, like the Toronto Women's Bookstore is no longer here, which is really sad, but I feel like it was very, very formative to how I've been able to explore my own identity in ways or be in community with other people that felt very comfortable. They also had something that I wouldn't say it shocked me, but it felt like, oh, this is what's out there, which was parents coming in and bringing their young children in, and they would very openly ask questions like, hi, I'm like a 8-year-old would be like, hi, I'm looking for a book about sex or something like that. And I would be like, wow, this is phenomenal. This is how parenting is happening. These are what a lot of professors at the time were getting their course books from the Toronto Women's Bookstore. So it was really opening my eyes to women in gender studies and what professors were teaching their students and what I could potentially learn down the line. I think that was sort of the transition for me over the years of how I learned more about sexual health. And yeah, those were the earlier years.